What's up, beautiful people? Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Munodiwa, and this is Castle Chaps, where we talk all things home to interior design and everything in between. Today, I'm going to be talking about the importance of window treatments, what mistakes you want to avoid, and so on. Let's get right into it. A couple of months ago, Becky, my friend, was feeling really excited. She had just paid her down payment for a new apartment and life was good for her, and I was truly happy for her. In fact, she was so excited and busy that she kind of went missing in action for a few weeks. But that's okay, I forgive her. I mean, what am I in comparison to a whole apartment? If it were me, I'd also probably have had my hands filled with packing, preparation, cleaning, organization. Wow, the list goes on. So let's fast forward to a few days ago. Becky calls me and she's sounding a bit off, and I was concerned. She was like, she was struggling to feel at home in her new house. She had packed, she had organized a lot of her things, and she had a general, idea of where everything was, but still she wasn't feeling at home. She still felt like something was missing. And she also said that the house wasn't so warm, and so she constantly had to wear something indoors, which also added to her feeling like she isn't home. Because when you're home, you think about home as a place where you get home, you remove everything, not, continue being dressed. So I could totally understand what she meant, in that the home is supposed to be a warm and cozy place, and overall giving the feeling of comfort, relaxation, and obviously warmth. So the detective in me was really intrigued, and I started to investigate. I asked her to send her a picture of one of the rooms that she spent most of the times in, and this is what I got. I immediately noticed why her bedroom and her house, by extension, was making her not feel at home. It was not feeling welcoming, and good for her. I had a couple of things to walk through that will instantly make this place look and feel better, and ultimately hopefully make her feel more comfortable and relaxed, as she surely deserves. She just bought this place. The answer that I would like now to reveal with you guys today lies in a simple thing called curtains. And to show you a quick transformation, just look at how much of a difference that makes. Of course, there are a lot of other things that contribute to why this room doesn't really feel homey and cozy, and why it feels more void. But today, let's just focus on curtains and window treatments and see how we can transform this place to make it feel better. And by the end of this video, I will go over why window treatments are important, what type of window treatments are available, when to use this kind of window treatments, and some mistakes that you can avoid when choosing curtains. This refers to any kind of decorative elements which you can add to windows. This doesn't refer to the structural elements of the window itself, but rather the additional elements that can be added or removed to the window area. In this regard, there are different kinds of window treatments that are available. There are curtains, blinds, which can be vertical or even horizontal, drapes, shades, shutters, valance, lambrequins. Wow, there are a lot. But today, let us limit our discussion to just curtains and blinds, since these are the most common. Perhaps if you need to know more information about the other, just let me know down below. And I'll be sure to make a video about those to explain them further and how to use them in your home. 2. Why are window treatments important? Window treatments play a very subtle but important role. Some of the roles are: they soundproof a room, they can make your home warmer or even cooler by adding a small layer of insulation, since they tend to block the cold or the heat from flowing into your home. They help with some privacy. Once the curtains are closed or the blinds are shut, you are really protecting yourself from prying eyes or even prying ears. They help to control sunlight and the sun's UV rays. I don't know about you, but I hate it when I wake up in the morning during summer days and the sun is right in my eyes. So having some curtains or some blinds will really provide some relief from the blazing sun. Lastly, and most importantly, in my opinion, they help to tie in the interior design together and the interior decor together by softening the window and adding some variation to the forms and shapes that are in the room, and also overall make the room look put together. But this depends on how well they're installed. So what are some mistakes that you should avoid when installing some curtains? Let's discuss how high you should install your curtains. It might seem like common reasoning to place the curtain rod, as low as possible or as close as possible to the window frame like this. But the problem with that is that it draws your eye down and makes the heart of the room collapse to the height of where the curtain rod is installed, which also makes the curtain just look unattractive because it doesn't have the space to floor and really create those vertical lines that bring the eyes up and make the ceiling look taller. So what should you do? Hang your curtain rods 4 to 6 inches above the top of your window frame. If you have higher ceilings, for example 9 to 10 feet, then it means the windows are significantly lower than the ceiling. So place your rod approximately 8 to 12 inches above the edge of the window frame. And overall, what this does is it creates the illusion of a higher ceiling and also creates an airy feel. So how wide should your curtain rod be? Another common assumption or reasoning is to have the curtain rod exactly as wide as the window frame. When it's done this way, I really understand people who don't like curtains at all, because not only do the curtains block the view, it just looks ridiculous. So what should you do? Have the curtain rods that can extend 3 to 6 inches from the lateral ends of the window. This means that the rod should be wide enough so that when the curtains are open, the inner edges of the curtain cover the window frame, but not the glass. Overall, this will help make the window look larger and also prevent the panels from blocking natural light as well as the view from outside. So how long should the curtains be? Again, sometimes people think that it's a good idea to wrap the window frame like this to make it look cute and compact. But actually, on the contrary, it makes the window, I'm sorry to say this, but it makes it look hideous. So please don't use curtains that are too short. Rather, use curtains that reach the floor. And there are different kind of lengths that you can choose, and we call these paddle types. And I am going to break down 4 of the most common ones. 1, floating. This is when the curtain is 1 inch from the floor. 2, kiss. This is when the curtain hem barely touches the floor. 3, break paddle. The curtain hem extends 1 to 2 inches on the floor. And then paddle, the curtain hem extends 10 to 15 inches on the floor. How about the idea of having curtains on one side of the window frame? Somehow using a single curtain panel, which is pushed all the way to one side of the window, will really create an illusion of imbalance. And of course, unless this is your desired effect, then the recommendation is to use 2 panels on either side. The reason behind this is it creates symmetry, balance, and harmony to have panels on both sides of the window frame. So how much curtain panels should you use? Well, I would say using 1 big panel that covers the entire length of the window is the most common reasoning, right? But if you want an elegant look, curtain panels should be wide enough that when they're closed, there's still some fullness to them. And to achieve this elegant appearance, the width of the curtains should be 2 or 3 times wider than the window. So let's talk about the type of material that you can use for your window treatments or for your curtains, to be specific. I'm going to highlight, some different types of materials that you can use and also in which situations you can use these materials. 1, sheer. So if you are going for a minimal vibe and you still want to soften the space and still allow some reasonable amount of light into your space, then go with sheer fabric. Linen. If you're going for a more casual boho look, then linen fabric is the one to go for. It allows a considerable amount of light to pass through and also has a casual feel to it. Velvet. If you're going for a more elevated and luxurious look, for example with Art Deco or Hollywood glam, then take this fabric. It will not allow as much light to pass through, but it will definitely make the drapery on your curtains stand out. So the choice is yours. I hope that you were able to understand the importance of having curtains as well as understanding how to correctly use them.